Hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue and I'm from OML Embroidery, and today we are going to be talking about how to use large templates and make them a little bit easier to work with. Now I have here a quilt top that I sewed together. It's a Missouri Star design if anyone's interested in it. It's fairly simple to do and it works really well with layer cakes. So just if you're interested on that. So this part is an embroidery, but I do want to finish it. Now, of course, there's a million ways that you can quilt this. I thought about quilting the green ones and leaving the white ones, or doing separate, or maybe covering four and doing something different on the smaller blocks. But then I thought, go big or go home. So I found a very large one that I think will look absolutely fantastic. It's from OESD and it's one of their quilting designs. So I have it all put together nicely and I just kind of rough cut it. I mark it with the top and the bottom, and I like to know where it starts and stops. So that'll make it a lot easier to put it together. So if I want to continue it, so our quilt starts here, I'm going to have to turn it around. So it's going to be, kind of upside down, but not really. And then I can gauge where it's going to stop and where it's going to start, so I know I can make it continue and look good. And I decided that probably an angle like this would be good for a repeat. So how do you get to this stage? Because it's quite a big design. I don't have any magnetic hoops for this one, so I will be using my regular hoops, which is just fine. But I don't want you guys to be afraid of using big designs. The biggest design you can use for the hoop size that you have. And of course, you have to try some different ideas. So I have another one here from OESD, and it's a little bit smaller, so I might make some changes. And you can get up to, 4 or 5 pages from your printer. Now this is pretty awkward to do. There's so much around it. Again, it's a large thing, but I can't tell how it's gonna fit. So what we want to do is put them together, and it's quite easy. Now you can just place them together and tape them like this and ignore the white going across, or you can just simply bend this back, make a little fold. If you have a paper trimmer that will do in a straight line, this would be a great time to use it. And of course, I'm going to mark all the points on this, the start and the stop. I'll just go back to my software and have a look at it, and mark on the back the designer and the name of the file, because you will be able to keep this design template and have it all ready for any time you want to use it. So I just made a little fold, and then you can put everything together, and you just have to move it one way or another. Even if you have 4 pages, it's pretty much done the same way. So you can't do it this way because you could tell it doesn't match. So I start at the bottom, and I'm going to match the circle at the bottom, and I'm going to hold on to it, and I'm going to make a really strong crease, but I'm going to get my tape, and it's just any kind of tape that you want. I just use the clear tape so then I can still see the design. So that part's down, still matching it up as close as you can. It does not have to be perfect by any means. See, I'm just slightly moving this one out so it matches a little bit better. And then I'm going to do my final crease. Now I didn't fold it properly, like perfectly, I mean. But you don't have to worry about that. It's fine. It's close enough. A couple of millimeters isn't going to make any difference. And then what I do is I turn it over. Like I said, even if you have 4 pieces, which you could see this one was 4 pieces that I put together. So it's the same thing, match everything up, tape the front and tape the back. And of course, don't forget to write on it who did the design. So when you pull this out of your drawer later, you will know what it is and who did it. So, okay, that's still a bit awkward. So take your paper cutting scissors. For heaven's sakes, do not use your fabric scissors. And just kind of do a rough cut around. Now, it's nice that we have all these guidelines and everything. That's going to help us quite a bit with placement. I'm going to mark the top and the bottom and the start and stop, same as I did on the other one, just to make it easier to make this continual. There we go. So just a little scrap. Now we have something that's easier to work with. And I kind of like this one too. It just fits in the middle part. I could maybe eliminate a couple of circles and it would work. But now that you have it a little more reasonable in size, you can play around with it, get it where you want, make the folds like we did in the other one, and put your placement sticker, either a snowman or a circle sticker or one of the dime placement stickers, whatever you have available and whatever you like to use. And I always fold it once and then twice, and that seems to work really well for me. And then you can get stitching. So I'm going to figure out which one I like better. I think it's probably this one. I like the size of it a little bit better. So I want it this way. So I want, where's the start? I mark the start here and I mark the stop. So that'll make it easier to put together because we can make this into a continual. Now I'm kind of doing it backwards here from right to left, which is a little bit backwards. But if we, flip it this way, then it might seem a little more logical to do it that way. And of course, I'm going to be making a quilt sandwich. I'll have all that ready in the next video. So let's do this here. We're going to do it start and stop. See how that fits so nicely? I kind of like it at a little bit of an angle. So it's going to bring everything together. I might even use gold thread for it. So don't be afraid of large templates. It works just as easy as a smaller template. Now there's going to be less hooping. Even if you don't have a magnetic hoop, this is just wonderful. This is going to look gorgeous. In the next video, we are going to be doing placement and we're going to take it to the machine and stitch it out. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.